Alright, Shalom. We're the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America. We are from the branch of GMS Chicago, and first and foremost, we want to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Green Millstone, and salutations to the Yakim pushing this word in truth and sincerity with charity. Basically, we want to go into, the future of all you heathens, man. The ones that are outside of the tribe of Israel. Baruch, can you hit that first Maccabees?
This is First Maccabees 2 and 10. What nation has not played a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? All of her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman she has become a bondslave.
Because all you heathens that had a part of our captivity, man, you had a spoil of us, man. You know, you gained something from us by the backs of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. America was built on the backs of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And we are bums. And yet these Edomites mostly these Edomites, these so-called white people, have the nerve to call us, our people, the laziest of all. When really, it's you. Because you came to this land, John 10 and 10, the thief cometh to steal, kill, and destroy, which is what you did. You stole this land, and then you call us immigrants, and then you savagely killed our people, and say that you're pure, and like you're scum of President Donald Trump, who I'm gonna call Donald the Duck, from Looney Tunes. He talking all this mass shit, but yet our people our whole tribe has souls, man. Your people killed. You call us savages. Look how you treated our people back then. You what they call C-section. You cut our women's bellies open, took out the child, stomped them, used them as alligator bait, and yet you call yourself pure, but you call us savages. You call the Native Americans you call them Redskins, right? But we got pigmentation. We got color in our flesh. You're the Redskins, man.
I'm gonna bring out a scripture for you. This is Nahum 3 and 1. Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. Because the brother has said that basically you heathen nations, and like it says here in First Maccabees 2 and 10, one nation has not played a part in her what's it called?
Spoils.
In her spoils. And basically what you guys did is basically destroyed and exterminated all Native Americans when y'all came here, and basically this whole country is built off lies and built off blood.
And what did they do, man? They not only put us in captivity, these Edomites, these so-called white people, they put the animals in captivity too. They have caused some of them to even go extinct. Man, you Edomites, you are on the top of the list, man. You were made to be wicked. Like the scriptures say, can a leopard change his spots? Hey, you were just made to be wicked. Proverbs 29 and 2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. Everybody's mourning right now, even the animals, the earth. You have fishes jumping out of the sea and just wanting to die, man. Whales, because you're in rulership. Everything, the foundation of the world has been turned upside down. Everything is off course because of you heathens that are in rulership, and because we fell off as a nation. But as soon as we get placed back on top, everything's gonna be everything's gonna be put back in order. I'm gonna get Malachi 1 and 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, They shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. Hey, the Lord hates you Edomites with a perfect hatred. If I believe so, is Romans 9 and 13, where the Lord says, I love Jacob and hated Esau.
Okay.
Hey, the Lord hates you and the Lord changes not. The Lord loves Yasharallah, Israel, He Prince of Power, and you other nations to Him are as nothing, you know. If I could get, I'm gonna prove that real quick. Shit.
You want me to read this? Meanwhile,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Con. This is the book of Haggai 2 and 22. And I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen. And I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and the riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother. And, you know, we're just waiting for that day to come, man. Because you heathens have, you know, enjoyed every bit of it, and, you know, our time's almost up to getting the kingdom.
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And the prophets are back, man. Like how it says in 1 Samuel, when the prophet came to the city, they said, "Does thou come as peacefully?" And the prophets are back to say that that America is gonna fall, because before every kingdom fell, prophets had been set up, you know, and the prophets are back to say that America is gonna fall, and the Lord's gonna come back and redeem us as a whole nation, but first with 144,000, then they're gonna come. Then the 2/3 are gonna come through the 144,000. You know, hey, but the prophets are here, prophesying against great kingdoms of war and of pestilence that is soon to come to America and all these other places on the face of the earth. Okay. And then this is 2 Ezra 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen, which is the tribe of Israel. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. For our sakes, man, the sakes of the Israelites, not you other heathens. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and as liken the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. That's what the Lord compared you, man, as spit, and as a little drop that falleth from a vessel. You don't care about that little piece. You're not gonna go back to refill your bucket just off that little one piece that fell. That's how the Lord compared you to, man.
I got a scripture for you, Rob.
Okay.
This is Obadiah, the book of Obadiah 1 and 15. For the day of the Most High is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. So everything you did to us, you're gonna get double for what you did to us, man.
About if you could look it up, if you could look that scripture up for me, double onto a cup. Hey, cause like the brother said, man, you're gonna get rewarded like you rewarded us, but double. The scriptures also say, man, is it not a righteous thing to recompense them that troubled us? It's going to be a righteous thing in the sight of the Lord to bash you heathens for what you did to us, man. You have touched the apple of the Lord's eye. You have touched his people, you know?
This is Revelations 18 and 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fell to her double.
Fell to her double, man. Which means you're gonna get double the ass whooping, double the beating. Hey, like I'm gonna say it, man. There has not been a word invented of what you're gonna go through, man. You heathens all together, especially you Edomites. It's gonna be a rough time for you in the kingdom. Hey,
That's
but
right.
it's gonna bring joy to us. Um, like hey, this is Psalms 2:8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. And we're gonna beat you with a rod of iron daily. You know, hell is gonna be afflicted on you day after day after day, and the hours in the kingdom are gonna be, hey, it's gonna be seen forever. Okay, you got no scripture?
Um, I think that was it on that.
This is Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Hey, so you killed our people with the sword, you're gonna be killed with the sword. You put our people into captivity, you're gonna go into captivity. Every single one of you heathens are gonna go into captivity. You know, there's not gonna be one of you spared. Especially for you Edomites, man, for sure. 16. Isaiah 14. Slovakia. Where's the scripture at? Alright. This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. And that's going for you Edomites for sure, man. For the iniquity of your fathers, you know, because in the scriptures you find out that there's such a thing called reincarnation, you know. So it might not have been you that back then whipping the slaves, the so-called Negroes, but it was your fathers, your forefathers. You know, you gotta pay for what they did.
Looking for a scripture, I can't find it.
Okay. How does it go?
Seeing that his days are determined.
You trying to looking it up like that?
Yeah.
Where's this one at? Slovakia. Where's the First Thessalonians?
I found it.
Can go ahead.
This is Job 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So basically Esau and all these other nations that are in rulership right now, along with Esau, his days are determined, and they know it's determined also, because they think they're gonna go on forever, like it says in Psalms. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it, because they're in high places right now. Obviously, they got all the fatness of the earth, but it ain't gonna last forever. This is Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Basically, who is that? Who on this planet? What nation does that describe? Who else does that fit but the nation of Esau, Edom? You know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna rule for much long. All their whole system's falling apart already.
Yeah, a house divided against itself cannot stand. Your country's already falling. You have Edomites against Edomites. Sooner or later we're gonna have these race wars going on. But this second address, um, 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. Because as soon as you Edomites fall out of rulership, these Chinese think that they're gonna be the next in power. No, it ain't gonna happen like that. As soon as Esau falls, the Lord's gonna put Israel back on top, and all you heathens in the bottom with chains, serving us. You're gonna be our footstools. You got no scripture? Or?
Oh no.
I'll end it off with this one then. Malachi 4:3, and he shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. Hey, so you're gonna be trodden down, man. You're gonna be ashes of the soles of our feet. We're gonna stomp you. We're gonna have plenty of ways how to torture you and have fun with you. It says in the scriptures, man. You shall dash the little ones against the stones. Do you not do that with our children? Hey, but it's gonna be some Family Guy stuff, man. I don't know if you ever saw the episode with when they put O.J. Simpson, and he used Stewie as a football. He as soon as he grabbed him, he threw him down in the ground. Hey, that's how it's gonna be for you, man. We're gonna be playing with you, just for fun.
Like they did unto us.
Hey, but the difference is that we're gonna have the left are gonna have that spiritual power. Lord willing, we're part of it, and we're gonna put as soon as you die, we're gonna put your soul right back in. You're not gonna have any rest, man. But that's all we want to get into. Lord willing, this video was edifying. But with that, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to Yaki and pushing His word in truth and sincerity with charity. And with that, Shalom.
Shalom.